What's going on, man? Welcome back to the BROUGHAM Zone, MONEYRICCTV. Got a very special guest with us today, RICCO the Great. You might have seen him or heard some of his comedy or some of his jokes or something, but we're going to get into his life and see what he got going on in the future. So, my man.
What's going on with you, my man? Bless. Always.
You feel me? So, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you grow up at? What's your family dynamic?
I grew up in Berkeley. All my family really from Sac though. My dad was from a certain part of Sac. My mom was from Oak Park. My dad was from the Heights. Mom's got a job at Cal when I was about 4 years old, and we moved to Berkeley. And I grew up in Berkeley, like, all my teenage years, all my up till about 25. Then I moved to Sac, and I've been, been back and forth all my life. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
You got any sisters or brothers?
I got like 4 brothers. I got 4 brothers. I got 4 sisters.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the oldest one, man.
Oh, is that okay?
Yeah, I'm the oldest one. Yeah.
So you big brother.
Big brother. Yeah. I got to be the example, man.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure. Growing up, being the one people look up to, but it's a beautiful thing. It's a job I wouldn't turn down.
Okay.
So I love being an example for my brothers and sisters. So I really give a shout out to my brothers and sisters. All my brothers and sisters are really doing good.
Okay.
I can really say that. Nobody's on drugs. Nobody's fucked off. Everybody's doing real good. As far as being productive people in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they're doing good. They're doing real good. I got to give them their credits for that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what's up. Like a big brother should.
Mm-hmm.
So you say your mom worked at Cal. What'd your father do?
My father was a pimp. My father was a pimp. My father was a well-known pimp out of Sacramento. Ran with some of the coldest. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in, like I say, 2 different households, man. I grew up with a mother who went to work every day. She was with my stepfather for 28 years. It was just me, her, and my sister and my stepfather. But in the summertime, I'd go to my dad, and it was pimping. It was nothing but pimp. My dad a pimp. My auntie used to hoe. Shout out to my auntie, Hustle Mom. If everybody know her. She's blasted all over the place. She used to be with Kenny Red back in the day. Okay. She was with Kenny Red for like 14 years, man. So, shout out to my auntie Hustle Mom, my Uncle Reggie, they call him Reggie Roll, and my dad, man, they was just all, they was in the game. So that's what I seen as a youngster. But, like I say, it balanced me out having both lives.
Yeah, that's funny too. Like, okay, you got one super square side.
Yeah. Moms went to work every day. I never seen moms high, drunk. None of the activities that I seen my other partner mamas go through. With the drugs and the drug scene and all that. I never went through that with moms. Moms wasn't a club goer. She wasn't a gossiper. She was just she really showed me that there's some beautiful women in the world.
Yeah.
You feel me? Mom showed me gave me that virtuous woman feeling. Like, man, this is a virtuous woman, because when she come in places, people would stand up. Man would be happy to see her. She was always fly. Shout out to moms, man. Rest in peace to moms. But
no doubt.
Yeah, moms was a big influence in my life when it come to looking at a woman for being a woman. You know what I'm saying? Straight down. Yeah, moms was 100%.
How you, okay, with that being said, what do you think your moms would think about this generation or women as
my mom's opinion with women is like, you change as the times come. You know what I'm saying? You only can do what you taught.
Yeah.
You feel me? And if ain't nobody teaching you, you learning on your own. It's hard to do a job when you got to learn on the job. You know what I'm saying? You have no personal showings of that. So I give a shout out to anybody who had parents who really wasn't there for them, and they being there for their kids, because that's not what you was taught. You feel what I'm saying? It's something that's in your nature and in your heart. So, you could use that as an excuse. My mom wasn't there, my dad wasn't there. That's why I'm not there for mine. I don't know how to be there. People use that as an excuse, but I see people who never really had their parents in their life become some of the best fathers and mothers ever. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Mom.
That's kind of how I go though too. Like sometimes if you grow up in a household, let's say either drugs was being done or abuse was being done, you either grow up and be that,
Or you be the total opposite.
Yep, or the total
You know what I'm
opposite.
saying? Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Because I noticed that with a lot of my people that I grew up with, like, okay, you know, moms might be a dope fiend, dad might not have been around, so you might be the best parent and you ain't doing no drugs, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
You want to give your child something you never had. That
Exactly.
takes a hell of a heart. That's human nature. That's beautiful human nature right there. Whenever I see that in a person, I always commend them on that because you're doing a job that nobody ever really taught you to do.
Yeah.
And for you to do it with such grace and such patience, and just show you how beautiful of a person you are. That brings out the true beauty of a person when I see the parenting that they have.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Are you a parent like your parents were? Are you doing something different? I mean, you know, it brings out the beauty in a person to see to me.
And, you know, I always tell people, because, you know, I hear people complain about, you know, certain stuff their parents might have did to them growing up or whatever the case. And I'll be like, man, at the end of the day, it ain't no manual to this thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not a parenting manual. It ain't really even no life manual. It's just kind of like, you just kind of fill it out, you know, and at the end of the day, they was coming from a different era. So, you know.
Every era changed.
Exactly. Like you said before, you know, so you got to just kind of, you parent for that time frame.
Right.
You know
You can't parent for how we did when we was young for now.
Yeah.
You can't say, fight. Sometimes you got to tell them, nah, hey, man, get your ass away from there. Somebody arguing with you, get away. Just go, because they're killing now.
Yeah.
Back then, we could say, you fight. Don't let nobody chase you home. I'd rather for you to run home than to say, there he lay. And, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather for him to say, there he ran than there he lay. Because that's what happens now. If you fight a motherfucker, you down there get killed. So, yeah, it's a different upbringing. We raising our kids in the time of fear.
Yeah.
You know, it's a fear again. You know what I'm saying? So we got fearful kids out here now. They're scared. You know what I'm saying? They're not growing up with peace. It's a fear now. So by having that fear, it makes it hard to even really be a parent because you want them to experience life, but you have that fear that this can happen, that can happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you know what kind of kid you got. You know what I'm saying? If you know your kid a head buster and all that shit, then if something happened, then you know what the hell's going on. But if you got a kid that's good and something happened to him, it takes you into a frenzy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's real. Okay. So, all right, let's dial it back then. All right. So, Pop's a pimp. Mom's working at Cal. What schools did you go to?
I went to Berkeley High. I went to school all through Berkeley. Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? Berkeley High, Willard. Regular Berkeley school. It was good. It was good. I had some good education. You know what I'm saying? Moms and them made sure a nigga went to school. I played basketball, so me being a basketball player and going to school was mom's main focus. I don't give a fuck what I did. If I can go kill 9 niggas as long as I went to school, as long as I didn't miss school when I did it. You know what I'm saying? She wouldn't give a fuck. She didn't give a fuck about nothing but being educated, man. It was her biggest thing was education. Don't be a handsome dummy. That she used to say, that's the worst nigga in the world, a handsome dummy. Ugly didn't get away with it, but a handsome dummy, you can't be a handsome dummy. You know what I'm saying? They talk about you for life, you know?
Damn.
So I learned my vows, A-E-I-O-U, you know what I'm talking about?
Real talk. Yeah, I respect.
Fast, man.
Yeah, I respect.
You know, always stay educated. Always stay putting something in my face that can make me learn something different. You know, I'm never closed to learning, man.
Oh yeah, can't be. You do any college?
No, I went to college. I left college and went to Puerto Rico.
What college did you go to?
I went to what is that, DVC for a minute.
Okay.
I was supposed to go to USC and didn't go. Ended up going to Puerto Rico, man, to go play professional basketball.
What?
Yeah, I was 19. I went to play professional basketball in Puerto Rico. I stayed over there for like about maybe 3-4 months. I came back from Puerto Rico in the summer of 93, and my father got killed. My father got killed in 93.
Yeah.
And then that same summer, I had to try out with a team in Europe. I had actually go back to Puerto Rico again, and I ended up getting hit by a diesel.
Damn. Okay.
Summer of 95, the beginning of summer of 94, I got hit by a diesel. My dad got killed in 93. I got hit by a diesel in 94, broke my leg in half, cracked my collarbone, smashed my face in, almost died in 94. They told me I probably I'd have problems walking. Really didn't have no problems. You know, I got through that with the grace of God, man.
Yeah.
You know, and it just changed my whole life, man. It changed my whole life. It sent me into a depression, because when you watch the TV and you watch the people that you grew up with playing basketball, that you know that, man, I used to play with this dude and he living this life, you know what I'm saying? It kind of get to you when you put your effort into something and then it's taken away from you, not because you was doing something wrong, but a mere accident.
Yeah.
It kind of fucks with you, kind of makes you feel like where you could have been.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anybody that know me know I play basketball. I've been on the basketball court known for being a basketball player since the 5th grade. I was always good in hoop. That was my drug growing up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that kept me out of trouble. That kept me away from certain situations in life that other than not having basketball, wasn't no telling what I'd have been doing. But when I lost it, I went to this depression, man, and I went to the streets. You know what I'm saying? I tried the pimping, I tried, selling drugs, everything I could do to find some outlet, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I end up fucking with the drugs, snorting the powder, popping the pills, fucking with the Mac Dre's, I'm dancing outside my car, and not a worry in the world, but not knowing that I'm tearing myself up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And man, it went on for a couple of years, man, running the streets, getting into it with niggas, doing, just life that I never thought I'd live, brother. You know what I'm saying? It just, God was taking care of me because he take care of fools and he take care of babies. And I was a baby fool, man. I was a straight fool out there. I didn't know what I was doing, because that wasn't the life that I was built to live. You know what I'm saying? That was my father in them life. So eventually one day, man, I was getting high and I fell on my knees, man, and I prayed to God and I asked God to take the taste out of my mouth, to do this drugs and alcohol and running the streets and shit, just take it away from me. I threw the dope in the toilet, flushed it down the toilet, and I ain't looked back. That's been 22 years. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had a drink. I ain't snorted no powder, popped no pills in 22 years. You know what I'm saying? And that was just not because I wasn't having no money, not because I was fucked up. It was because I just felt it was time. You know what I'm saying? So I went to square life, man. I ended up getting with a chick. She was square. I ended up being a stepdad, you know what I'm saying? Taking care of kids and taking care of my kids and just slowing my life down, man. And I would go to this bar with my partner, man, and my partner was doing comedy there. And they was just like, hey, man, you need to do some comedy. You funny. Always been funny, but never thought I could be a comedian, man. Scared. I'm scared. I don't want to get on stage and nobody don't laugh. I didn't know nothing about putting a joke together, nothing. And one day, the nigga just called me on stage. Ricco the Great. I'm like, what the fuck? And I got on stage, man, made people laugh. And the next week, people came and they was like, we came to see Ricco the Great. And I was like, what the fuck? And I did it again, and then I went to this other place that was like the place where all the big comedians that was in the city went to, in Sacramento. And I went there, my partner had so much confidence in me. He brought me in, he said, hey man, this nigga funnier than all you niggas. If he ain't, I won't go on stage tonight. Dude was like, you number 3. So I went on stage, first time in front of like a major crowd, and I killed it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know nothing about putting a joke together. But it gave me such a euphoria and such a peace of mind that all I could do was thank God. Like, God, you gave me something to love again. Because I love basketball so much. Now I'm finding something else to love again in life, in my second life, basically. You know what I'm saying? And in the process of doing all that, I got sick. Ended up with a thyroid disease. I don't know nothing about thyroid, so I'm not taking care of it right, I'm still running around doing, doing me, And one day, man, I got sick with this thyroid, kept going up and down my weight, just all kind of shit, man. And Christmas Day, 12 years ago, they had me taking this blood thinner called Coumadin. I took the blood thinner, and 12 years ago, Christmas Day, I got a headache, and I told my aunt to take me to the hospital. My head hurt. She was like, no, you don't need to go to the hospital, go lay down. I said, nah, I'll take myself. She was like, nah, I'll take you. Man, I get to the hospital, man. As soon as I walked to the door, lady like, what's wrong? I was like, man, I got the worst headache I ever had in my life. Fell out. Woke up 3 days later, whole head shaved, staples down the side of my head. Had a brain aneurysm.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I had a brain aneurysm. So I'm laying there, man, with this brain aneurysm, and The doctors is telling my mother I ain't gonna talk, walk. He ain't gonna be the same. Might send him to a facility. I'm hearing them, but I can't say shit because they got me sedated. You know what I'm saying? I'm popping up out the sedation like, man, what's up, man? What's happening? Why y'all gotta be laying in this bed? Let me get up, doctor. Like, you can't, man. Give me a walker, man. You ain't about to keep me in this bed. I'm not going to no facility where y'all can make my spirit sick. You feel me? I might be sick on the outside, but I'm still spiritually happy. You know? And I got to walking in that walker, man, and walking. Before I know it, I was out the hospital, and a month later, I was back doing comedy. You know? And that's me in a nutshell, man. I mean, God has just been so good to me, brother, that I can't do nothing but give him all the glory. You know what I'm saying? I don't give nothing. I don't want to take glory for nothing. I've never wrote a joke a day in my life. I've never sat down and wrote a joke. None of that. None of the shit that these other comedians have to do, I've never done that. And it's not because I feel like I'm better than anybody. It's just a God-given talent, man. Yeah. I've never wrote a joke. I've never sat down. There's no paper anywhere in this room, anywhere in any other room that you could find that I scribbled a joke down on. And it's not that people say you come off the head. It's not about coming off the head. It's just, I just lived a life. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
That's big right there. So it is kind of like you just go up there and just have a conversation with the audience and just kind of tell them about your life.
About my life and about the shit that I've been through and the things I've experienced, because I've experienced so much. You know, growing up with the son of a pimp, I mean, you see a lot of shit, man. Yeah. You know, growing up in that environment, you know, just in that environment, period, you see a lot of different things. So, and then growing up with a mom that was so humble and so square and, you know, always, you know, putting God in my face, you know what I'm saying? So
you get a good contrast.
Yeah.
I can see that being an experience for real. Because
you have to you don't understand. Being a kid, I leave my mom, my stepfather, and my sister. I go to Sacramento. My dad's a pimp, not a regular pimp, but a real heavy-duty pimp. Everybody know him. Everybody come around. When they come to town, that's what they come fuck with. I'm meeting some of the biggest dope dealers in the world, some of the biggest pimps in the world. You know what I'm saying? My auntie's a hoe. She's fucking with one of the biggest pimps, Kenny Red. Yeah. You know, I'm eating Gangsta Browns. I mean, I met all these people young as a kid, man. I rode on the Hostro on my daddy's armrest when I was a kid. That was my vacation. That was my roller coaster ride through the Hostro. The hoes knew me. Yeah. Hey, little Rico. So mentally, I had to shut all that down once I get to my mama. Just think about your daddy calling you Lil Pimpin' all summer. From the day you get out of school in June to damn near September, you've been Lil Pimpin' all that time. Mentally, you think you're Lil Pimpin'. When you get home, you got to tell Lil Pimpin' to stop. Yeah. Because mom gonna beat the shit out of Lil Pimpin'. You feel me? And that's what would happen. Every summer I'd come home and I'd say something pimpish, and my mom would whip my ass about it. Because she know where I got it from. Yeah. I gotta take you down a notch. I've been pimping.
You've been pimpmatized.
Yeah. My daddy didn't take $20, put all ones and gave it to me. It's your bankroll. I got a bankroll. I'm feeling like young pimp. Handing money to my son. I'm sitting on the armrest. Give my son that money. And bitch hand me the money and I hand it to my dad. That's a little pimping. You know what I'm talking about? And you just eating that shit up, man. You feel me? You know? The pimps just talking. You standing in a circle with them. You know? And my dad used to be like, if you be quiet, I'll let you be around. You open your mouth, man, you got to go. If you know the answer, don't say it. You feel me? Use your twos, not your ones, nigga. And I learned that game. If you use your twos, when your ones is open, you're gonna say the right shit. But if you're using your ones more than you're using your twos, that means you ain't listening. So what you're gonna do is repeat something or say something that can be countered and destroyed. You feel me? So always use your twos first before you use your ones. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of youngsters don't know that. If they use their twos, their ones will sound so much better. You know what I'm saying? But they too busy using one instead of using the motherfucking twos. The twos hear everything and allow you to be able to speak the ones. But if you're just speaking the ones and not using your twos, how you gonna win? You know what I'm saying? That's why you got 2 ears and 1 mouth.
Yeah.
You know?
Man, that's real game right there, man.
Oh, man, it's game for a lane. You know what I'm talking about? Game, no games, man. No S at the end. These niggas is putting S at the end of the game and they making games out of it. That's why they losing. You can't win playing. There's nobody undefeated. The Dolphins went undefeated, but when the last time they won a Super Bowl? It's just not possible no more.
That part.
You feel me? You can play games, but you can't win all the time. But if you play the game, you got to win. The game gonna win every time because it's been winning.
Right.
But when you put that S on the end, you destroy it, you make it something that it ain't no more. Now it's playing games.
Yeah.
You feel me? You can't play games. You won't last long in the game. Playing games. You feel me? All it takes is 1 S, man. And a lot of these youngsters got an S at the end. They playing games. They playing games with the police. They playing games with the penitentiary. They throwing rocks at a glass house full of bars. You know what I'm saying? Because they playing games. And they wonder, well, what happened? Because you're playing games, man. And the game ain't the same no more because the players in the game are different.
Facts.
So you can't just do the game no more. You gotta have some other shit going on.
Facts.
You feel me?
You're right about it.
Because if you play the game too long, you're gonna end up playing games because you got too many motherfuckers telling and too many motherfuckers that don't abide by the rules.
Exactly.
You know? So yeah, man.
You know, and I tell people now, you know, the number one rule in the game is it ain't no rules.
It ain't no
rules. If you remember that, you will move as such. Don't think a motherfucker is gonna adhere to some type of code.
Right.
You know, you can't expect that from a motherfucker. Now, it'd be nice if a fool did, you know what I'm saying, respect the game, because I'm gonna always play it square, you feel me, and upright, you know what I'm saying, like I was taught to. But you can't expect people to play it how you play it, even though, you know what I'm saying?
Put it like this. You play a game of 21, you gotta call your own fouls because there ain't no referees. That's the game. Ain't no refs. It's the game. You feel me? If a nigga foul you, you better learn to call your own foul.
Exactly.
Or learn to play where you can play at, where them fouls don't hurt too much. Cause it's the game.
Exactly.
But it ain't no referees, man. No. Ain't nobody to blow the whistle and say, foul. You feel me? Or that was a travel. Or you gotta call your own, motherfucking plays and shit now.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that's the game now.
And you can't expect the motherfucker to play fair.
You can't.
You know, and that's how I go. You know, that's why I say, you know, ultimately, we can both play this game. We can play the head up 21 game. Now, how you gonna play? That's to be seen. You know what I'm saying? You might be a tripping motherfucker. Okay, I'm a tripping nigga, push a nigga in the back while I'm in the air.
You might be one of them grabbing niggas' shirt when you try to jump.
Exactly.
All that type of shit. You know, it's how you play the game, man.
And you know, and if you out here, you gotta play through it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And some niggas don't care how they win.
Exactly.
You know, I'm a nigga that love to win. I like to win with some dignity.
Yeah, exactly.
And some gentleman behind
some honor.
Yeah, some honor behind it. Some niggas don't care how they win. I won. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to remember them type of niggas is around. Exactly. Niggas who don't get or do anything to win.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They'll put their own mama in the blender.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Just to be the winner. You know what I'm talking about?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it definitely happens. You know what I'm saying? Remind me of that youngster who killed his mama. I think the youngster was from Chicago.
He killed his mama for that insurance money.
Yeah, then balled out, you feel me? Was fake balled out.
Fake balled out.
And then went to jail. Yeah. You know, like a goofy. You know, that show you know what goes around comes around, man. The universe always got his eye on everybody.
What people don't understand, man, what you plant in the earth is what you get out the earth.
That part.
So if you planting dirty shit, believe me, you're gonna have to eat it. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I learned, and that's one thing that's why I try to plant so many blessings, man. They ain't got to be just for me.
Yeah.
I don't always want the blessings. I want the blessings to go to people I love and people I fuck with. Because it might be a time where I have my daughter, my son, my grandson might go somewhere and be like, man, who and they might ask me, who's your peoples? My grandfather was RICCO. Or my daddy is RICCO. And the doors might open because of the good things I've planted in the earth with people. You know what I'm saying? The good taste I've left in people's mouth. I've been blessed. I'm being blessed every morning I wake up.
Right.
So any blessings that my kids get from behind my name or anybody in my family get from being, oh, that's your real, yeah, that's my oh, come on in here. And then they come tell me, hey man, I was a so-and-so, and they said, I said your name, and they treated me with love. That's the kind of blessings I want to be able to leave for my people. Not say my name and mother like, oh man, I don't like that nigga. Well, if you don't like me, you don't like yourself. Because I have nothing against no man on earth. I have no, it's like I lost my mother. And when I lost my mother, it made me love more. Because I know things that you love the most can be taken away from you. You know what I'm saying? So my love, and for certain people, they don't even know it's stronger than they had before they were around. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't feed my ego no more. I feed my spirit. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not egotistical. I'm not a nigga trying to be the one, you know, or
big eye, little you.
Yeah, no, it's, I don't want to check nobody. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
Because you've been who you are for a million years. If I check you, it's just gonna be one nigga, another nigga that checked you. The last nigga that checked you didn't do, it didn't mean nothing to you. You continue being that person. So why would I waste my energy being that way with you when all I have to do is cut you off?
Yeah.
And I won't cut you off like oh, bro, to block you and all that. I just won't give you no energy.
That part.
When you come around, you'll feel like this nigga ain't talking to me. He ain't. You're damn don't want to tell on yourself. Like I did talk about your blood to the prayer. I don't even care. But I know how you feel, so it's better for me not to patch that up. Just get away from it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel, man. I'm not here on earth anymore to worry about what people think. I'm trying to please my God, man.
That's big.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just real talk. That's all I want to do is please God. I've been pleasing my flesh for so long, you know, and I pleased it to the point where ain't nothing no more I can get this motherfucking flesh. I done everything a nigga would want to do.
Yeah.
Flesh-wise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've done shit that niggas would dream about doing with women. You know what I'm talking about? I've done that.
Yeah.
You know, so I can't feed my flesh no more. I done fed the shit out this motherfucking flesh.
Yeah.
Now I'm feeding my spirit, man. And my spirit is being fed, and it's just everything around me is beautiful. There's no, you can't destroy my spirit. You can destroy a lot of things around me. You could probably beat my ass, but I'm gonna lay in the hospital spiritually happy.
That part.
Because my spirit is happy now, man. And once I learned to make my spirit happy, anything that fucks with my spirit, I get away from it.
Yeah, that's real. I definitely understand. It's
You know
funny.
what I'm saying?
It's funny you mention that you say when your mother died, because you know my mother died when I was 2, and then my father died when I was 11. But you know, from that time, from 2 to 11, just growing up, knowing I didn't have a mother, even though I had my stepmother who was there.
Right.
No knock on her, but you know, I knew she wasn't my mother. You know what I'm saying? So
it's a different feeling, bro.
Yeah. So I had to process that at a young age, and then when my father died, I had to process that. So you know, I got a lot of empathy for people who have their parents and kind of don't respect it, or you know, like you kind of like, okay, like we said before, ain't no manual to being a parent. So your parent might not have been the best parent in your eyes, but
still your parent.
She still, or they still make sacrifices.
Like I said, and I said before, if you don't know where they come from and who taught them, then why would you? Cause see, we look at our grandmothers like, oh, it's grandma. We don't know what grandma sent them to. We don't know because we never took time to ask.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when I really took time to ask my mother what she went through as a child, I understood why certain things were the way they were with me and her. And it made me even love her more. I tell any young man, if you got a problem, instead of going to buy a $500 Gucci belt, take $500 and go see a therapist. Talk to somebody. Let that shit out. Cry. Do what you got to do to let that shit go. And once you let that shit go, then you can start feeding your spirit better. You know, because like my mother died July 3rd. My dad got killed July 4th.
Yeah.
You see, my mom died but it's been 2 years now. My dad died in 93, but he died July 4th, and then my mom turned around in July and died July 3rd. So this is mentally on my mind, but I don't take those days like I used to. When my father got killed, I used to take those days and get drunk, get high. Oh, I feel like that's my day to destroy myself.
Yeah.
But what I learned was, why not feed my spirit something beautiful? Because now, the things that I don't have with that person, I remember some memories. And the memories I do have are beautiful. So I don't give a fuck if they're little, big, they're mine. So I'm gonna eat those memories and feed my spirit nothing but beautiful things about that person. I feel sorry for my kids that never got to get that love.
Exactly.
I feel sorry for my kids that never got to know this person that I really didn't get to know because he died so young.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My dad was 43 years old. You feel me? So I was 20. You know what I'm saying? So you know, you just process it as time goes on, and then you start, like when I go on stage, I take my dad's spirit, I take my grandmother's spirit, I take my mom's spirit with me. Whenever I go on stage, they right there in the front row laughing with me. I'm really talking to them, because them the people I most wanted to make proud. You know, it seems like when you do your music, that's when you take, fuck the crowd. You take the spirits that make you happy because you want to make them proud of what you're doing and who you are. So that's what I do. So I really and truly take my 3 people that were so important to me that I wanted to make proud of me. Yeah. And that's why I feel like a star, because I got a chance to make these people proud when they were here on earth. I made my mama proud. I got out the game, started doing the comedy. My grandmother was proud of that. My dad, beforehand, I was playing basketball. He was very proud of me. Yeah. So the 3 people that that had something with my growth in life, I made them proud of me. So that's stardom to me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So everything else is just extra love, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? To see those 3 people proud of me, I did something. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel about life. I feel like I made those 3 people proud. I'm big as any star you could put in the Hollywood Walk of Fame. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As long as I keep that attitude when I go on stage, that's when I feed my ego. Because I feel I'm the best motherfucker on stage. I feel can't nobody be funnier than me. I don't care if they are funnier than me. I feel that at that moment, nobody should be talking. I'm that nigga. Yeah. And when I get off stage, I'm humbled because I know where I've been. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, I get humbled as soon as I get off that motherfucker. That person that was on stage is not the same attitude. I'm approachable, I'm lovable, I'm thankful, I'm everything that a person wouldn't think I would be. You know? Yeah. Because I'm not feeding my ego. That don't feed my ego when I get off stage and they're like, you was the funniest motherfucker. Thank you. What made me happy is that you happy. That's what fed my ego. What feeds my ego is when people that don't know me come to me and say, hey man, I was having a bad day. I came to see your comedy and you made me laugh like a motherfucker. I'm fucking with you. That's bigger than any pay you can get, because that means I'm serving something God put in me to serve to somebody. Now they happy. You know how hard that is? For people to like your music? Somebody goes, I love your music. You know how good that feel inside? That's the pay. That feel better than getting $1 million check. It would be nice. Yeah. But that feeds your spirit. Yeah. It lets you feel like I'm doing something.
Yeah. It make you want to keep going.
No, they know my joke. People come to me telling me jokes I don't even remember. I'll say, I heard one joke you did. And I go, wow, I didn't get that joke in years. But how good does that feel? That I said something that made you think about me. Or when I go somewhere and people go, hey, ain't you Rico the Great? I'm like, yeah. You funny in a motherfucker. Oh, me and my wife be laughing. Oh, we cry. You know how good that feels? To know in this time and age, with all the shit going on, that you guys take time to watch me. A nigga that used to run the streets and do the shit I used to do. Pop pills, snort powder, and run women. And you taking time to laugh. You seeing me and you happy to see me. You ain't backing up. You know what I'm saying? I can embrace women with love. Yeah. No bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful to be embraced with so much love. That's why I get mad at people when they say, I want loyalty over love. And I go, well, that's what the devil wants you to do. Make everything unnatural. That's unnatural to get loyalty before love. Love is something God gave to people. Read the Bible. But sometimes people don't get the right kind of love and they think love ain't shit. But when you first get it, you loved it. But when it's served the way you don't want it to be served, then it's evil and you mad at love. That's not love. You know what I'm saying? That first portion that you got was love, because it made you feel all those beautiful things. Love didn't make you want to do something to somebody. That's evil. Love didn't make you want to kill a motherfucker. Love didn't make you want to be possessive with that person. That's evilness. But you want to blame it on love. Love got me killed. Love didn't get you killed.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't blame it on love. God gives you love all through the Bible. You don't say nothing about being loyal. That's if you believe in the Most High.
Yeah.
So how could you put that before? See, the devil's job was to make everything natural, unnatural. When we was kids, what you want to be when you grow up? A doctor, lawyer. What you want? I want a wife, kids, picket fence, and a dog. Say that now, the motherfucker look, man, what you crazy? Because it's unnatural now. It was unnatural for us to walk down the street and see two men holding hands. We'd whisper, oh, he's holding his hand. Oh my God. It's natural now. It's natural to see two women with women. Everything that was unnatural is natural now.
Yeah.
It's natural to see a man in a dress. You see a man in a dress when we was young, we'd be like this. Oh my God, you run away from it.
Yeah.
It's natural now. The devil has done his job. It's natural for a kid to disrespect his parents. That wasn't natural when we was growing up. That was like this. Nigga, you want to beat your friend's ass if he disrespected his mom in front of you. We could be selling dope in front of a house, doing what we doing. And when Miss Johnson come, niggas is moving out the way. Motherfuckers help Miss Johnson with her bags. Turn the music down, Miss Johnson here. Nobody has that mentality no more. Everything is against God now, bruh. Just think about that. Don't nobody tell his kids, hey, God is watching you. God loves you. They don't even believe in God. How can you believe in God when your time say demon? I never heard that from no killers when I was growing up. Demon time?
Yeah, yeah.
How can you be on demon time and love God? But see, what comes down, it breaks down to this, and not to talk too much, brother, because you know me and you go forever with things.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Get all off the interview. I'm talking.
Man,
it goes down.
It's the interview, man.
But it goes down to this. I tell a young brother, how could you kill somebody that look like you when you say you love you? I couldn't do nothing to you. You look just like me.
That's real.
But a motherfucker that don't look like me do something to me, I don't.
Yeah.
But how can I kill somebody that look just like me if I know who me is? I know how beautiful and powerful you are as a person. If I know that, then how can I kill you?
Yeah.
When I know what you could contribute to this world.
Yeah.
You feel me? You could be a contributor. You could be the motherfucker that killed cancer.
Yeah, that's real. You're right.
But I don't love me. So how the fuck can I love you? That's why I can go spray a whole block of people that look like me.
Exactly.
Or spray up somebody's mama house that look like me.
Exactly.
I can't give him a pass and he with his mama and kids. And he look just like me. But I get his white boy a pass or this not to cause no racist stuff.
Yeah,
but it's just
the truth.
amongst the tribes.
We just keep
We tribes, man.
Yeah.
We're tribal. Everybody's tribal. How could you go against your tribe like that?
You're right.
Because you don't like you.
You're right. You know, when I was younger, I know we used to have, it was cool a thing like, man, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I remember I used to, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't give a fuck about nothing. And then, ultimately as I got older, I started to notice like me saying I don't give a fuck, I'm basically saying I don't give a fuck about myself. I don't give a fuck about what happened to me. If I don't, in the same sense where if I don't give a fuck about what I do to you,
I don't give a fuck what happened to me.
Exactly, because anything can happen in the midst. I might think I'm finna go over here and lay this food down, but we don't know what type of day this food had, what he got on him, none of that. We think we finna go do this. That's the plan, but things don't always go as planned, and that's part of life. But I definitely learned that type of energy was kind of a sacrificial energy, as far as I'm willing to sacrifice myself for whatever pleasures or whatever I'm trying to get after.
That come from, like I said, feeding the flesh, man.
Exactly.
We feed the flesh so much, sometimes we overfeed it. You know what I'm saying? We overindulge in the flesh instead of our spirit. That's why you got so many young niggas that got money and they on drugs so bad. Because they're not spiritually happy. They feeding their flesh everything and they can't be happy.
Exactly.
But they got all the money, all the drugs, all the everything, and they still not happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they still trying to feed the flesh. You can't feed the flesh and expect to be happy with money. You gotta feed something else. You know what I'm saying? Your spirit got to be fed. And if you're not feeding your spirit, then how the fuck can you be happy? You know what I'm saying? So many unhappy young men because they lived a life of trying to feed the flesh, the chain, the teeth, and the braces, and then this nigga go home and he's sad in the motherfucker. He done down there OD'd on fentanyl and goddamn syrup. You feel me? Wake up the next day, he done down there OD'd. Oh my God, life. But nigga, you got everything somebody would want. You're just not happy spiritually, man. You have nothing godly in your life. You know what I'm saying? So you have nothing to balance them. They have no balance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? By them having no balance, it causes destructive connection, and then they connect with people that have no balance, so they all unbalance each other. They all getting high together. They all think it's cool, and then when one of them died, oh, he died? Oh man, I need to slow down a little bit. But it's never a slowdown because they don't know what to feed. They can buy all the Gucci, motherfucker got all the Dolce & Gabbana, Chanel, even women. It's women out here like that.
Yeah,
they spiritually unhappy. Beautiful. I'm talking about beautiful women with jobs and the nice car, but she's so spiritually unhappy that she get drunk and you see another side of her. You're like, damn, that's her? That's how she really feels? You know what I'm saying? And then I was so drunk the other night. Bitch, you knew that. You know that. That's how you feel about yourself.
Yeah.
You're spiritually unhappy. You feel me? When your spirit is happy, you don't get drunk to the point where you
You're right.
You feel me?
You're right.
You don't get high all day. When your spirit is happy, you don't need it. You ain't tripping on getting high. You already on a natural high.
Yeah.
Anything else is an additive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just weird, because when I was unhappy, I needed to get high.
Yeah.
And once that high was gone, now I'm in a depression mode. You feel me? I know how that is. So I see the youngsters depressed,
Yeah.
riding in the Benz, depressed. What's wrong, dog? Nah, man, I'm done. I talk to them. Man, I'm just, man, this shit, it ain't what you think, huh? They Instagram happy, but in life, in real life, unhappy as fuck.
Yeah. So that goes. So how you feel about the state of mental health right now? You know, your story is definitely one of triumph over physical and mental situations. You know, with your mother and your father dying, then the car accident, then you got a taste of the professional basketball life overseas, and then they had that snatched away from you. Like you say, you kind of spiraled for a minute, and then you snapped out of it. And now we talk about these youngsters, or just talk about now in general how you see even a lot of these quote unquote stars or people with money, but you know, we see them and they be on these drugs and all of this, and you know, then you see some of these youngsters out here and they be off everything.
The
right
best,
now, you know.
All I can say is one word and one name that got me where I'm at, and that's God. I don't even want to put 2 on the 10. I don't want to say, oh, I was mentally, nah, I can't, man. It was God, man. If I didn't have God and I didn't believe in, have faith, because with faith, you got to work. You can't just have faith and be like, here come $1 million. Nah, you got to work.
Yeah.
And if I didn't have faith and I didn't see the places I've been and where I was at in life and how God brought me out of them places, I know it wasn't nobody, man. I know it was nobody but God that put me on the stage, and I'm able to do comedy without writing jokes. That's nothing but God. I'm not gonna take the credit for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give that all to God. I mean, any mental problems I had, that's all I ever went to. I laid in the hospital for at least a month when I had the brain aneurysm. That's all I talked to was God. I didn't talk to nobody else about my problems because I didn't feel nobody else could solve them. You know, and getting the answer from him was the best answers I could ever get. And I came to realize that God is the author of my book, and he's the best writer that I can have. The only thing I have to do is make the right decisions during this writing. The places I go, the people I bring around me, the spirits I allow around me. You know what I'm saying? So as long as he's writing, I'm good. When he stopped writing, then I'm out of here.
Yeah.
You feel me? But it was a beautiful book because I went through so many beautiful chapters in my life. You know what I'm saying? And I know the things I've done for people. I know the heart I have, and I know what kind of person God has made me. You know, so I'm happy. I'm happy, man. I don't have everything in life. I'm not rich. I don't you know, I don't have hella money and nothing like that, but I'm happy.
Yeah.
And I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be where I'm at in life. I know where I used to be. I know how it is to lay on the floor. I know how to be somewhere don't nobody want you there, but you there.
Yeah.
You know, it's because you gotta be. I've been through all that.
Yeah.
So don't people always look at the results. They don't look at the work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And what sacrifices and what shit a person went to get those type of things. You know what I'm saying? Or what they gave up to make it to that point. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I remember the $20 nights, the $50 nights of doing comedy, and thinking to myself, I'm not about to do this shit. I'd rather go to the streets. I'm not about to go $40 to come tell. Then now I'm seeing $1,000, $15, you know, $500 just come do 20 minutes. You know, it builds up. And if I wouldn't have stayed down, I wouldn't be down.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got to go through the bumps, the bruises, the head knocks, oh, he ain't funny. Oh, he's only funny in this place, you know. I'd have been to the Apollo, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a young dude from Berkeley, California that come from the nuts of a pimp and a square woman who went to work at Cal, and I made it to the Apollo. My name was on the motherfucking threshold at the Apollo, bro. You know how good that felt? How accomplished I felt? For just to be from where I'm at and to be in New York at the Apollo, the headline the show. You can't tell me shit.
Yeah.
You can't tell me God ain't. That was all God.
Yeah.
They put me in that position to even go to the Apollo. You know what I'm saying? Out of 30 comics in the Bay, I was the first one they picked. You know what I'm saying? And it felt, you know, man, you just don't understand, man. Let me give you this last story, man. And this is how God is just, I just know God is everywhere with me. I was chilling at the house one day. I didn't have a show. And this dude named Kirk McHenry from Oakland, good old school comedian, hit me on the phone. He said, hey man, I got a show I want you to do. It's a clean show. Never done a clean show in my life. He like, I got 400 for you. I'm like, I need that 400. So that day, my partner got killed. And I said, I ain't going to that show. I'm gonna use that as an excuse because I'm scared to go do a clean show. I've never done a clean show before. So I'm using that excuse. I'm gonna use that as an excuse. And my spirit kept telling me, don't do it. Go to this show. I'm like, damn, why am I feeling like I should go? So I go out to my car won't start. I'm like, that's my excuse. My car won't start. I have problems with my car. I go upstairs, my mom's like, why you ain't going? I said, my car won't start. She's like, oh, well, you want to go take an Uber? I said, I'm taking an Uber to Antioch. Well, why won't you go do the show? You scared to do a clean show? I said, no, I ain't scared to do no clean show. What is you talking about? I get mad at her. I walk outside. I go to my car. I'm standing in my car. So I'm going to call Kurt and tell him I can't make it. My phone rings. It's Tristan Johnson, one of my comedy partners. He like, I heard you got a clean show. I'm like, yeah. I said, but my car won't start. He said, I'll take you. I said, what the fuck? So it's got to be something for me to go here. So the show's in Antioch. Antioch's in the Bible. That's a place in the Bible. Go to Antioch. It's a restaurant, a little hole in the wall, soul food place. I'm like, oh fuck, I don't come here to do no clean show in no restaurant. What the hell? So I walk in, it's nothing but black people. Kurt looked at me and said, you the headliner, doing 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
I said, fuck. I'm boiling inside, stomach boiling. Oh my God, 30 minutes. I can't cuss 30 minutes. So like I tell you with spirits, I take my grandmother's spirit with me. And I know I can't cuss, and I can do a little cussing, but I can't cuss in front of her like that. So I take her spirit with me. I put her in the front row, and I tell these jokes to her. And 30 minutes went by, crowd went crazy. Ah! Stand ovation, basically, you know. I'm like, wow, I did 30 minutes. I'm tripping. Months go by. Everybody's doing shows in front of this dude named Bob Sumner, who's the head of Def Comedy. He's the one who started Def Comedy Jam. He gave everybody their break, from Martin Lawrence to whoever. This dude, Bob Sumner. He discovered Def Comedy Jam with Russell Simmons. You know, he's the one who hired all the talent and everything. I see my friends do shows in front of him, but they out of state, different places, bigger places. And I go, damn, I have to go to LA. I'm probably have to be in New York or Atlanta somewhere to I want to do comedy in front of Bob Sumner so he could show me, tell me if I sound like anybody or am I biting somebody's joke? I just want to know. I got to do comedy in front of this guy. So about a couple months go by, and I get a call from a dude named Rick Sullivan. He's another comedian out of Oakland, OG, much respect. Old End Zone days. He's one of them comedians when Cat Williams was Cat in the Hat and all. He's the OG of all the comedians out of Oakland, basically.
Okay.
And he called me. He said, "Hey man, I got something up for you." I'm like, "What's up?" He said, "They're doing a thing for Bob Sumner, and about 20 comedians are coming in front of him, and he's gonna pick them to do this, this new thing. He's trying to bring Def Comedy Jam back." And I said, "Okay." He said, "Well, I got you plugged in. You don't have to call. You don't have to send in a video. I got you plugged in. I'll send the address in a couple of days. Send me the address." Guess what the address was? The soul food place that I did the clean comedy at. Now I'm in this motherfucker, able to cuss, do what I want to in front of Bob Sumner. After the show, he came up to me and said that was the best comedy he heard since the 90s. And did I want to go to Apollo? And that's how I ended up at the Apollo. So you can't tell me God don't put you in places you need to be when you need to be there. You feel me? And that right there alone just lets me know it ain't me, bro.
Yeah,
it can't be. It can't. There's no way on earth it's me, man. That is God, man.
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying? That and that's the truest story I ever told in my life, man. To go back to the same place
where you was trying,
where I was trying to avoid.
Yeah.
So this just show you the doors God opened up for you if you just walk through them.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't walk through them. We put our foot in the door and we don't walk all the way through.
Yeah.
And I walked all the way through that door. I broke that. You know what I'm saying? That fear.
Yeah.
And all that. And I took that spirit with me. And I end up right back at that same place doing comedy for Bob Sumner. Not the Apollo, not LA, not New York, not no big Paramount. The soulful place.
Like sometimes they say, it don't happen how you think it's gonna happen.
It happens how you want it.
That was deep though.
Yeah, so that's why I give all credit to the Most High, man. I just tell the story, God get the glory. I can't tell you no special, like when people ask me, "Hey, why you do this?" I just be like, it's just natural, bro. It's all God moving me. I don't have no control over that shit when I'm on stage. You know what I'm saying? I have no control. I don't even know who that person is sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I get off and I'm just back. It's like the switch comes on and I'm back to me. I'm back to, I don't want to be touched. I don't want to be, I'm back into this mode. Like I want to just sink away from everybody. And thank you. And take a picture. I want to take a picture, but then I'm back to like Michael Jackson.
Clark Kent now.
I'm
Clark Kent. I'm Superman on the stage.
But when I get off that motherfucker, I'm like this. Because I've done comedy where I've been in places and the woman told me one day, "Oh, I don't like these comics." My friend told me to come see the headliner. His name is RICCO. And I'm sitting there like, "Oh, for real?" She's like, "Yeah." She's talking to me. And I just sitting there. And they said, "Next on stage, RICCO the Great." And I stood up. And she said, "You're not RICCO the Great." I said, "Yes, I am." And I went up there, I got off stage. She was like, "I wouldn't have never known you was a comedian." Because I don't come from a comical world.
Yeah.
You feel me? I come from a world of niggas who sit with straight face. People be like, "Why you look so mean?" It's not about mean. I'm constantly thinking of things. You feel me? My mind is constantly clicking. I'm constantly absorbing and processing the shit around me. So I'm not paying attention to people
particular. Like I'm just.
But when I do, that's where I get my comedy from. Faces, see people in situations like, "Well, how you gonna act when this happens?" Oh, okay. Like I get a lot of comedy from that. But other than that, when I'm somewhere, I'm so tunnel vision on what's going on in my mind. I'm not worried because I have no problems with nobody. I'm not worried about if you run up on me and do something to me, it's because you just don't like yourself. It's not because of me. I ain't did shit to nobody. I had a person run up on my car. "You slipping?" I'm not slipping, man. You slipping.
I ain't tripping.
That's not tripping, bro. I'm never slipping though, but I don't have a problem. If a nigga have a problem with me from 20, 30 years ago, get it off your chest.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know I've never done anything to nobody. I haven't robbed, caused a problem. I don't even want your girlfriend. You feel me? Keep your woman, man.
Yeah.
Enjoy your life. You feel me? If it's that much for you to have to call, like, man, hey, man, there's nothing between us, bro. I'll tell her never to call me again. I'll block her number. You feel me? I don't need those problems. I'm too old. I need solutions, not problems.
Facts.
You know, yeah.
Facts. All right, man. I know we didn't talk to.
We didn't talk to ears off. Me and you talking like we on the phone.
Yeah, hey, we gonna do another one, man. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, he was in my first movie, Easy Money. You know, that's available right now on YouTube, Amazon Prime. He finna be in our next movie. Yeah. So peep him there.
Yeah,
then,
I'm pimping Tim in
Easy Money.
In Easy Money, man. Yeah.
And then let the people know where they can find you and what you got going on.
You can look me up on any network, man. I mean, TikTok, anything. Ricco the Great, RICCO DAGREAT. Man, I'm doing shows there. I got a show coming up on my birthday, July 16th, at Tommy T's. We're doing a big show, me, Whiteout, and a couple other dudes. I also got a show July 2nd at Tommy T's. So come on through. Yeah, man. Like I said, man, I'm in Sacramento. I do a lot of shows in Sac. I try to get, wherever I can go. I do weddings, I do whatever, man. If you need somebody to come make you laugh, I do them. Shout out to my nigga Frog, man. God bless. God rest in peace, Frog. R.I.P. to everybody that went through that situation. And God bless the people that are going through it right now that are recovering from that situation, man. But again, man, Frog, love you to death, man. You already know that, man. That's my dude, man. He was just here doing the interview with me.
Is that right?
Not too long ago, man. Smoked some weed and coughed. And I said, Frog, put your arms up. And that man put his arms up in there and was trying not to cough. I laughed till I cried, man. God bless Frog, man. Frog was a good dude, man.
Yes, sir.
Him, and I got to send a shout out to the Roaster, man. You know what I'm talking about? That was my guy. Zoe the Roaster was one of my biggest advocates, man. He backed me up a lot, comedy-wise. That was one of my biggest advocates.
Hey, it's crazy. Zoe the Roaster, man. I remember when I first met him, we was in the bullpen. He had just beat one of them things, man. He came up in the bullpen like, "Woo, boy, I just beat him." That was my first time I met that fool.
Zoe the Roaster, good dude, man.
R.I.P. to Zoe, R.I.P. to Frog, R.I.P. to my guy Freaky D. You know,
man. God bless, man.
Yes. And, man, we gonna wrap this thing up, but we definitely gonna do a part 2, man, because he still got more.
It's so much. It's ridiculous. We're gonna have to sit down and come up with some Q&As, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so much we can talk about. It's so much that they went through. They went through, man. From the diesel thing to the different sicknesses, the brain aneurysm, the heart problem. You know what I'm saying? Just different shit, man, that I've been through that God is using me as a canvas. Just to show you how he can send you through it and bring you back to it. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
That's real talk.
My man got a beautiful spirit, man. He got a beautiful energy, man. We definitely need to broadcast that more and spread that across this whole motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, y'all in the Broughm Zone on Money Rich TV with California Broughm, Ricco the Great, man. Tap in. We gone.